Hello and welcome to a Funko Pop Obsessed video. So yesterday I posted a video about my three favorite customs that were non-Hannibal related. So today I decided to do a video with the Hannibal characters. So this is three that I did. You may not, if you haven't watched the series, then you probably won't recognize the characters. So just you can Google them if you want to see if I hit the mark or not. Otherwise, you could probably watch it. It's three seasons, 13 episodes each, so you can watch it pretty fast. Binge watch it. It's excellent. It actually has ruined TV for me, unfortunately. I have very high standards now when it comes to TV. So if you don't want to ruin TV for you, then don't watch it. But if you don't mind, then watch it. It really raises the bar. So that's my little plug. So, I did three characters. Actually, I did more than three characters, but, these are the three female characters that I did, because in the Funko Pops, they only released 5 characters. One was Hannibal. One was a Wendigo. One was Jack Crawford. And there's 2 Will Grahams. So there's one regular Will and one where he's in a straight jacket and mask. So those were the 5 that they released. Unfortunately, they didn't do any female characters, which was kind of sad. So I did them. So here we are. So I did Bedelia de Moray, which is her, Freddie Lowndes, and Beverly Katz. So we're going to start with Bedelia. Now Bedelia is, this is from season 3, when they're in Florence. That's why she's got this big fabulous hat on. Her clothes for when she was in Florence were phenomenal. So you might recognize, I used Carmen Sandiego Funko Pop to do this, because she had the hat, which was kind of my main requirement, plus this jacket. So the jacket is very, very similar. It's a little different than the one in the show, but it's similar enough that you get the idea. So I painted her out. Now I did remove her head from her body because I just find it easier to paint that way, even though I was using the whole Funko Pop. It's just easier to paint it with the head removed. Because you can get in on the shoulders and everything, which I like to do. I like to do, a good job painting these. So, so I painted her hair blonde, gave her gold earrings. Here you can see gold earrings. Painted her hat. In later editions, I actually made this band a little darker, because it is a little darker in the episodes in Florence. And then she has her coat here, which I painted, which is pretty close to the color that it is. And then her little scarf here, which in later editions I did a little design on. Now Carmen's wearing shoes, so in order to portray boots, I just painted the whole leg and shoe black. So that gives kind of the look of boots. So, yeah. So she turned out really good. I've done quite a few of her, and sold them. She was a very popular one. And she was easy to get too. So for a while I could get Carmen's, no problem. So that's Carmen Sandiego. That's Bedelia de Moray. And then we have Freddie Lowndes. Now for Freddie, I used Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. I used her body. And I used Vivian from Pretty Woman's head, because she's had these luscious curls, which Freddie has luscious curls. So I wanted to make sure to get that across. So for the body, what I did was, I left the dress, because she wears this leopard print dress. I painted out the legs black so that she has black stockings and black shoes. And I made, out of fabric, I made a little swing jacket that Freddie is wearing. And then I painted out her hands in black so that she looks like she's wearing gloves. You can see that. And then I painted her, because she has more like an orangey red curls, and not so much, because the eyebrows were what the hair color was, and so I wanted something a little more orangey, so I went with painting it out, so you can see. Yeah, so that's Freddie Lowndes, and I gave her a couple of little beauty marks as well. And then we have, let's see here, I can't believe she's standing. She's very top heavy. Her head is very heavy, so I'm surprised she's standing as well as she is, because for some of them I had to make a brace at the back. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised. So next is Beverly Cats. I used Valkyrie from Mad Max. I used the head from that. And the body is actually Claire Dearing from Jurassic World, I believe. I actually have, she's in behind Freddy here. I don't know if you can see her. She's in behind. These are ones that I use for customs. I just put them there kind of to decorate the background. So, yeah, so that's what I used for her. And now the Valkyrie has like these parts here are like feathers. They were like gray, so I just painted them out black so they just look like hair. And she had a couple of scars that I had to remove. I just used nail polish remover to remove the scars. I think there was one down here and there was one over the eyebrow, so I had to remove those because Beverly doesn't have scars like that. In earlier editions, because this is a later edition, in earlier editions I didn't know I could remove that stuff. So what I did was, and with the feathers, I used like a glitter, like a snow glitter, and I did her like frozen. And if you watch the series, you'll know why. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it. For those of you who watched it, you'll know what I mean by frozen. So, and for Claire's, for the body, I used Claire, and I had to paint everything black except the jacket. I had to turn, because it was actually a shirt, I had to turn the shirt into a jacket, so I painted this maroon color, and I used like a silver pen to paint zipper details on it. There's like a little zipper here, and then I did a little collar, which is hard to see. I don't know if you can see the collar or not. You can see it a little bit. I did a little collar there to make the leather jacket. So she's pretty much, she was, I think the second one I did designed, and she turned out really well. Now, unfortunately, I'm having a problem getting any more of these Funkos now because they're older ones. So I'd love to do customs for people if people are interested. If you can get the pops for me and send them to me, I can do it for you. Otherwise, I can't do any more. In Canada, it's really hard to get, pops and order them and get them like at a good deal. So I end up having to pay, regular price, sometimes a little bit more for them. So, which then, increase the cost that I have to pass on to the consumer. So I try to keep the costs low because I don't like to charge really more than $50 US for the customs, depending on how involved they are. These three probably be about 50. Maybe Freddie might be a little bit more, maybe, because I had to do a little bit more with her, with the jacket and everything. But, relatively around 50. So, yeah. So if, anybody's interested, they can leave something in the comments. You can also DM me through Instagram. My Instagram is at FunkoPop_obsessed. So that's where a lot of my customs are showcased. Or you can follow me at Instagram at BMC_1971, which is more a doll related video channel, which is a more doll related Instagram. I do Rainbow High and Barbie on there. I don't do customs of those yet. So maybe in the future, I don't know, but right now I do Funkos. So yeah, so, or you can subscribe to my channel, Shannon Christie. Yeah, so there's lots of way to contact me if you're interested. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.